So I speak to DevOps engineers, site reliability engineers, engineering managers, VP of engineering, CTOs within tech startups and scale-ups every day about their job search. And something that keeps coming up constantly is that the feedback after the interview is either non-existent or it's useless. And I think in 2026 we can do a lot better than that. It doesn't really take much, small gesture, but the main advantage is for a hiring manager, you can articulate, if you can articulate your thoughts better, you can actually define your criteria better. So essentially the converse of that is someone who gives a vague reason why you won't be going ahead with a candidate means they haven't thought it through. Essentially they're going off gut feeling, and that's just not a good way to conduct hiring. Also, it's a small world. I've got an example of this. A couple of weeks ago, I had a candidate for an SRE manager role. One of my clients, he met them 5 years previously as a lead SRE or a senior SRE, I think. No feedback at all after the interview. So it was a lot harder to convince him that that wasn't a cultural problem at the business. You're doing your reputation damage essentially by being one of these companies that doesn't give feedback. It's such a shame. And I think with AI note takers and things like that these days, don't go for the cop out. Don't say we went with another candidate. Don't say not a good cultural fit, soft skills weren't there. What does that actually mean? Why will that person not thrive in your environment? You're a regulated environment. You need someone who's rigorous. You've seen the way they describe processes and the way they write. It won't be a fit. That's completely legitimate. Say it, and then the candidate can adjust their search and they can exclude that type of role or that type of business going forward. And like I say, you could have a candidate who meets you today, not a good fit. You know, a few years down the line, they go to another business to come back with a great skill set, great experience, highly valuable, or they talk to other candidates who could be a great fit. You know, I have to give feedback pretty much every day. I don't particularly like giving bad news, but I'm used to it, and it's a good habit to develop, because even just your vocabulary develops of how to describe someone's personality without being offensive, being too personal, making it work related. So yeah, I would just say make an effort to try and improve your process on this. 2 or 3 points for every candidate. You can't do it for all candidates who apply, 200 people, you know, giving feedback on their CV, but people who take their own personal time out to meet you, I think you do owe it to them. So, and if you're struggling with this, you can reach out to me. I'll give you some pointers on it. No problem.